Welcome to the U.S. Constitution Series, Session 8, the Bill of Rights and Civil Liberties. The Bill of Rights was a compromise between the Federalist and the Anti-Federalist. The original Constitution had 7 articles that created the new government of the United States in 1787. The first Congress of the United States proposed 12 amendments, and 10 were ratified by the states in 1791. The purpose of the Bill of Rights was to restrict the power of the national government over the citizens of each state. With that said, it is important to understand that all rights are limited and not absolute. Congress and the states do have the power to regulate individual liberties. This video will cover the following amendments: Amendment 1, Amendment 2, Amendment 3, and Amendment 9. The First Amendment is the only amendment that specifically addresses Congress. It states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people to peaceably assemble, and to petition the government to correct a wrong. The First Amendment covers freedom of religion and freedom of expression. Let's take a look at the 2 clauses that deal with freedom of religion. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. These 2 clauses are the Establishment Clause and the Free Exercise Clause. Congress cannot support one religion over another, and Congress cannot stop individuals from worshiping the way they want. The rest of the clauses focus on freedom of expression. Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech or of press, or the right of the people to peaceably assemble, and to petition the government to correct a wrong. Under the First Amendment, individuals have free speech, free press, the right to assemble, and the right to petition the government to make changes. Again, it is important to understand that these liberties are limited by the government in some form. The Second Amendment has 2 parts as well. It states, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. The Second Amendment gives states the right to form a militia, a National Guard or a State Guard, for the protection of the state and the United States, and the right of individual citizens to own firearms. These liberties are limited by the government in some form. The Third Amendment addresses property rights. It states, no soldier shall, in the time of peace, be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law. The Third Amendment protects individuals during peacetime from having soldiers live in their homes. Before the Revolutionary War, this was a common practice among the British. The Ninth Amendment covers all other liberties protected by the Constitution. It says, the enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. The first Congress knew there were many other rights not covered in the Bill of Rights, and they were too numerous to mention. This amendment provides for the protection of those rights, even though they are not specifically mentioned in the Constitution. The protection of civil liberties was necessary under the new Constitution, and the courts have become the watchdog of those liberties and the Constitution in modern society. In this session, we have covered Amendment 1, Amendment 2, Amendment 3, and Amendment 9. After watching the video and taking notes, go to Quizlet to help review the information. There will be a formative quiz tomorrow in class to check your knowledge over the Bill of Rights and civil liberties.